ಅನುದಿನ ಅನುಕ್ಷಣ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ, ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿಯಲಿ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಹಾಕೋಣ, ಸಂತಸದಿ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ.
ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕಲಿಕಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ.
ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್.
Present sir. Present teacher.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
Yes sir. Yes teacher. Present ma'am.
Hello, Namaste everybody. Welcome again to the School Readiness Program second session. First language English, Bridge course, class 8, and today's component are the recap of nouns, pronouns and compound words. Let's just see what they are. And today's components furthermore are action words, those are verbs, describing words, those are adjectives, opposite words, antonyms. Let's recall the previous session. Noun. Noun is a name of a person, place, animals, birds and insects, things, idea or feeling, love, happiness, sadness, pretty. And the home assignment which were given for you to write were, let's just discuss about them and let's just see if you have written, and if you have not written also, don't worry. Now the slides come and you may make a note of it. Write 3 nouns that name a person. You can make a note, 3 nouns that name a person. The clues are given there. 3 nouns that name a place. 3 nouns and you can name an animal, a bird or an insect. 3 nouns that names a thing. The clues are there. 3 nouns that name a feeling and the clues are given. Yes children, now these were the assignments given to you in the noun class. Let's move to the next one. A pronoun. What's a pronoun? Let's recall. A pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun. First person pronoun I, we. Second person pronoun you. Third person pronoun he, she, it, they. Let's look into the assignment given. The questions were asked, who am I? And look into the answers there. I am Preetham. What do I like? I like green shirt. Who is she? You need to fill in. She is Vani. What is she? She is a student. Who are we? We are friends. What do we love? We love playing. Are you watching the lesson? You are twin brothers. Who are they? They are classmates. What are they doing? They are playing football. Next is the compound words, and here we learned that compound words are 2 words joined to yield a new meaning. Here are few examples for you to recall. Basket, ball, basketball. Bird, house, birdhouse. Cart, wheel, cartwheel. Butter, fly, butterfly. Let's see into the assignment given to you, and the answers are here. Yes, honey plus bee, honeybee. Bath plus room, bathroom. Friend plus ship, friendship. Cow plus boy, cowboy. Ear plus ring, earring. And these were all the assignment ones Don't worry if you have not written, but this will keep on coming to you for you to recall the things which you have to learn staying at home. Okay, let's look into the today's components, and we as usual keep on recalling the components with a story, and it is story time. Yes, let's listen to a story, and the story is all about a peacock. Here is a peacock. The peacock can walk. He can fly. He can run, but he can't dance. The peacock's forgotten how to dance. Just imagine, peacock forgot to dance. He says to the frog, "Frog, frog, teach me to dance." The frog says, "I can hop, but I can't dance." The peacock says, "No thanks, I don't want to hop, I want to dance." The frog says, "Sorry," and he hops away. The peacock says to the duck, "Duck, duck, teach me to dance." The duck says, "I can swim, but I can't dance." The peacock says, "No thanks, I don't want to swim, I want to dance." The duck says, "Sorry," and he swims away. The peacock says to the monkey, "Monkey, monkey, teach me to dance." The monkey says, "I can swing and climb, but I can't dance." The peacock says, "No thanks, I don't want to swing and climb, I want to dance." The monkey says, "Sorry," and he climbs the top of the tree and swings upside down. The peacock says to the crow, "Crow, crow, teach me to dance." The crow says, "I can shout caw, caw, but I can't dance." The peacock says, "No thanks, I don't want to shout caw, caw, I want to dance." The crow says, "Sorry," and shouts caw, caw very loudly. Just then there is the sound of thunder. Da 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 da. The sky is black. It is raining. The peacock is dancing. His blue and green tail is open wide. The frog, the duck, the monkey and the crow are watching. So children, we just saw a story all about actions. Now let's see each of the animal or bird in the story. What are the actions they can do and what is the action they can't do? Shall we? Yes. What these can and can't do in the story? The peacock, the frog, the duck, the monkey, the crow. Let's see. Peacock. What can a peacock do in the story? The peacock can walk, fly and run. But he can't dance. The frog. The frog can hop, but he can't dance. The duck. The duck can swim, but he can't dance. The monkey. The monkey can swing and climb, but he can't dance. The crow. The crow can shout caw, caw, but he can't dance. Yes, children. Now all these words which speaks about the actions are called something which you could as well recall. In your previous class you would have learnt about these. Let's just see what are these. Action words indeed, and they are called as verbs. Let's look into what are verbs. Let's recall. Verbs are the action words. They tell about the actions of the nouns. Every action has a name. Let's look into few verbs, few action words through these pictures. And let's speak about your daily routine. Daily routine are action series where continuously from morn till we go to bed, we do every action and the action has a name. Let's look into it. Wake up in the morning. Brush my teeth. Wash my face. Have breakfast. Keep books ready for the class. Watch Chandana Vahini. Participate in the activities. Have lunch. Clean the house. Play with friend. Take a bath. Do the home assignment. Have dinner. Go to bed. These are the series of action that went from morning till the bedtime. Let's look into the instruction to prepare tea. This also has a series of action words to begin with the step 1 till the tea is ready. Let's look into some of the action words here. Light, keep, pour, add, stir, strain, drink. Let us use them in phrases. Light the stove, keep the vessel, pour water, add milk, tea powder and sugar, stir the mixture, strain the tea, drink it. Wow, that was really wonderful. We have used the action words in series and we have prepared a cup of tea. There are also ongoing actions. Let's look into few of the slides here. The ongoing actions like, let's look into the picture. What is she doing? She is running. What is she doing? She is playing. What is she doing? She is eating. What is she doing? She is writing. Yes, children. Now, these were the ongoing actions and we say the actions in ing forms. And these ing forms are also action words which we speak about the ongoing actions. Let's look into some of the home assignments which you need to do at home. Take quickly your books and make a note of these things. If you can write down quickly, please make a note of the question and look into the picture. What is he doing? The options are he is running, he is sitting, he is playing, he is marching. What is he doing? The options are he is walking, he is laughing, he is yawning, he is sleeping. What are they doing? They are talking, they are swimming, they are cooking, they are skipping. What is he doing? He is carrying bicycle, he is riding bicycle, he is cleaning bicycle, he is pushing bicycle. And there is another assignment for you. You need to write the steps for how to wrap a gift. On your friend's birthday, you could wrap, but you have to write it in a series using the action words as we did in the preparation of tea. And those are the assignments given for you for workout with verbs. Now let's look into another activity, right? Yes, and here comes a baby picture. Let's speak more about a baby. As soon as we see a baby, we usually say, oh, so sweet, so cute, so bubbly, isn't it? Let's look into this. Let's start describing or let's start speaking more about the baby. Ah, the baby is here. What would you say about this baby? I know, I could hear. Let us see if your words are here. An active baby. Yeah. A beautiful baby. A cute baby. A dear baby. A good baby. A chubby baby. A quiet baby. a smiling baby, an innocent baby, and a happy baby. Yes, children, what did we do looking at the picture of a baby? We described the baby. We spoke more about a baby. And what are these describing words called as? A word that describes a noun or a pronoun are, come on, yes, your guesses are correct. They are adjectives. Adjectives are words that describes a noun or a pronoun. Let's learn more about these adjectives through a poem. It is poem time. All Things Bright and Beautiful by Cyril Francis Alexander. This poem is from English text second language class 6. Let's listen to the poem. Look into the slides. All things bright and beautiful, all things great and small, all things wise and wonderful, Lord God made them all. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, He made their glowing colors, He made their tiny wings. The rich man in his castle, the poor man at his gate. God made them high and lowly and ordered their estate. The purple-headed mountain, the river running by, the sunset and the morning that brightens up the sky, the cold wind in the winter, the pleasant summer sun, the ripe fruits in the garden. He made them every one, tall trees in the green wood, the meadows where we play, the rushes by the water we gather every day. He gave us eyes to see them and lips that we might tell. How great is God Almighty, who has made all things well. Yes, children, now we had seen all the words in this poem were highlighted with some colors. Shall we just go to the words that were highlighted in the poem? Bright, beautiful, great, small, wise, wonderful, little, glowing, tiny, rich, poor, high, lowly. And these words are nothing but describing words, which we call it as adjectives. Let's look into order of adjectives in English. There are few words, adjectives given here, but we need to know what are these. First one, when we see brave, important, rare, good, nice, we call them quality. Big, huge, tiny, enormous, large, they are size. Modern, new, old, young, they are age. Square, round, triangle, oval, they are, of course, shape. Dark, white, black, purple, they are colors. Indian, American, Irish, origin. And next, gold, silk, steel, they are materials. This is how we need to order the adjective when we form a sentence using the adjectives. Let's look into using some of these words in a sentence. Shall we go? Yes. Diana has a pair of. You can repeat. As the slides come, you can repeat. Diana has a pair of beautiful, small, old, round, yellow, Indian gold earrings. Shall we repeat it again? Diana has a pair of beautiful, small, old, round, yellow, Indian gold earrings. Well, now let's look into the next slide. You need to underline the adjectives here and mention the order. Yes, I have an annoying, large, ancient, circular, American tin clock that wakes me up. Well, now let's start naming them in the order. Annoying, quality. Large, size. Ancient, age. Circular, shape. American, origin. Tin, material. Now, these are the adjectives. Well, now let's look into some more adjectives. I am going to pop out a slide here. Just tell me what would the next slide be. What do you think the next slide will pop in? Could you guess? Light, heavy. Yes. What are these? Light and heavy. Okay, we'll see to the next one. Soft. Yes. Guess the next one which is going to pop up. Hard. What could these be? Work, play. Laugh, cry. What could these be? Yes, we call them as antonyms. Then what are antonyms? You all know from your lower classes you would have learnt about them. That is opposites. You are very right. Let's see. One word opposite in meaning to another. Only one word opposite in meaning to another, we call it as antonym. Well, let's see to few more examples. And before that, we will see how antonyms are formed. Antonyms are formed out of adjectives, verbs, adverbs and prepositions and not from nouns. Let's see few more examples. Adjective antonyms. Old, young. Yes. Fast, slow. Good, bad. Wet, dry. Happy, sad. Big, small. Those were the opposites for adjectives. Few examples. Later you can find out the opposites of adjectives in your books also. Let's look into verb antonyms. Open, closed. Pull, push. Sit, stand. Okay, so we only had two components for this class, that is adjectives and verbs. So we looked into the opposites or the antonyms of adjectives and verbs. Let's take few assignments for the antonyms. Write down dirty. Look at the picture also. Write down the word dirty. The next slide. Full. Make a note. Good. Guess the adjective and write the opposite or the antonyms. Pull. Those were the home assignments which you need to make a note of them and write in your free time. Now, children, we are going to have a person introduced here. You know, we previously saw a poem, All Things Bright and Beautiful. And do you know the person who wrote that poem? And here comes the writer of the day, Cecil Frances Alexander. She is Frances Alexander. She was born in the month of April 1818, Dublin, Ireland. And her job was hymn writer, a poet. And the notable work she has done, hymns for children, All Things Bright and Beautiful, just now which we recited, There is a Green Hill Far Away, The Christmas Carol, Once in Royal David City. Those were her works. And she passed away, she died on 12th October 1895 when she was 77 years old at Derry, Ireland. And this is about a writer of the day. Yes, let's recall today's session, what we have done from the beginning. Verbs, story with illustrations, all action words are verbs. Daily routine and instructions, prepare tea. Second, adjectives, describing words. Poem with illustrations, words that describe nouns. Third, antonyms, one word opposite meaning formed out of adjectives, verbs, adverbs and prepositions. Then we came to know about a writer of the day, Cecil Frances Alexander. And I love to acknowledge that the story which we read about the peacock which forgot to fly, it is all about a resource material prepared by Vidyakura project for teachers training, and I thank Madam Padma Shri for giving this material for me to take up. Thank you, Madam. And that is all for today's class, and please keep your homeworks ready so that we will discuss in the next class. And in our next class, let us look into the previous two sessions and then come back to the third session of Bridge Course School Readiness Program. Thank you all. Stay safe.
ಅನುದಿನ ಅನುಕ್ಷಣ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ, ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿಯಲಿ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಹಾಕೋಣ, ಸಂತಸದಿ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ.